I don't want to die alone, obviously, but I don't want to be with the wrong woman. So I pray that you reward me with a wonderful, smart woman that can bring me closer to God.
And instead of taking her bowling, I want to take her to a haunted house. Who knows, she might end up in my arms.
I'm single again, and I'm still searching for love. All right, I'm about to get waxed. Let's go. The double date is tomorrow, so I'm trying to be prepared as possible.
Does that help?
Yeah, no, not really. Oh, no, this help.
Awesome! 90 Day Diaries has blessed us with updates from the two biggest creeps to ever appear on the show. I know there's been a lot of creeps on here, so I'll explain. They gave us an update on Cesar and Big Ed. So let's first get an update on Ed.
My name is Ed. I live in Northwest Arkansas, and I'm 59 years young.
I was actually surprised that we got any sort of update on him since he announced that his TLC contract had ended. So I'm guessing this was filmed right before that. And remember, he's religious now, looking for a Christian woman.
I want a Southern charm. I want a conservative Christian woman.
While also at the same time proposing to any woman that looks in his general direction with a paper clip. If you didn't see that viral video, it's mostly this guy just yelling a lot.
What's happening? Big Ed's getting engaged! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And Ed embarrassed this woman, he didn't know, to the point where she freaked out.
Just scared her to death. She was texting me saying, oh my God, everybody's calling me and texting me and, it's too much.
The fact that this video was everywhere, and in this episode of 90 Day Diaries, they had to actively blur out her face, I'm guessing she really wants to forget that this ever happened to her.
The good news is I'm not engaged.
And although Ed loves to propose, he really hates the actual commitment that comes after it. The marriage, the wedding. I mean, he did cancel his wedding with Liz a few weeks before it was supposed to happen and didn't even tell her he did. So now here he is, begging God to find him a wife.
But I don't want to be with the wrong woman, so I pray that you reward me with a wonderful, smart woman that can bring me closer to God.
I'd love to say, yeah, he's a better person now, really working on himself. But I find it so weird to watch him and his mom talk about how he will be rewarded by God with a good woman. Like, fine, find religion, but you want to be rewarded with a woman for that? He's like, dear God, I've been really good this year. I know that I did cancel a wedding without telling my fiance. Thank you for blessing me with a refund, by the way. But now, God, here I am going to church. So please bless me with a good woman. Oh, and P.S., please forgive me for buying Rose's OnlyFans. That one doesn't count. I'm just trying to support my best view. Amen. He did buy Rose's OnlyFans, by the way. So what is this update about? Do we care? No, but I think this is the last one. We'll see. So here is Ed going on a date that his friends, I say friends in air quotes, because I feel like all these people are just women that have rejected him, felt bad, and then just friend zoned him. So these friends set him up on a blind date with a woman named Christine.
The only thing I know is that she's gorgeous and she's my age.
Oh no, he just has to get used to dating someone his own age. A woman with standards who won't just accept a paperclip engagement ring. How will he survive? God, he is so annoying.
Hello.
And when they meet, they seem to have a normal conversation. They're getting to know each other. But you can totally tell that Ed is pretty much writing this woman off because she's not the same age as his daughter.
She's definitely much older than the women that I've dated recently, so it's going to take some getting used to, I think.
It's like dating a woman under 30 makes them some sort of a trophy for him. But if you know Liz, you know that once a woman turns 30, he will toss them aside faster than you can say 7-Eleven nachos, or propose to them, and then ghost them and cancel the wedding, and not tell them. Yikes.
She is cute, but I'm not sure if she's my type yet.
So where does he take this blind date? Well, he rents a limo and he takes her to a haunted house because dating Ed isn't scary enough.
In a haunted house, it's dark. There's monsters jumping out at you. Who knows, she might end up in my arms.
They walk through the haunted house, and I notice that Ed seems more preoccupied with taking videos of himself and other people around than interested in his date. I actually think his date, Christine, got closer multiple times to this guy wearing this mask than she did Ed. But of course, they say their date went fine.
I thought Ed was very nice, very sweet. Unusual to go to a haunted house, but we had a great time.
And she even gives Ed like this little peck on the cheek. And they act like Ed's successfully dating women his own age now. But we know he's really not. He cannot let go of the idea of being with a younger woman for some reason. I think that's probably why they can't put him back on the single life. They already know he's going to corner some 20-year-old waitress again and try to marry her and then dump her. No one wants to watch that again. Ed can't change. He has to be a creep. That's who he is. Just like the second person I wanted to update you guys on, Cesar. I have a whole breakdown of his story in this video I'll put in the description below. Cesar is also a guy who was looking for a younger woman, and he zeroed in on trying to marry a Ukrainian woman. Even after things didn't work out with Maria, he went back to Ukraine and he met Alona.
The plan was to get Alona to the US, but then shortly after I left, Russia invaded Ukraine. She wanted to support her country, and I understand that. And so she stayed in Ukraine.
Things got really weird when Alona didn't come back to the US. Cesar basically then tried to get two other women to then come over. The comments he made during the tell-all were just gross and bizarre.
They have visas.
And they plan to come to the States.
Yes. After that, probably they're gonna get pregnant.
Oh.
But apparently that didn't work out either, because here he was again, single, getting ready for a blind date. That's the theme here. They're setting up all the creeps on blind dates on 90 Day Diaries, and yet it's not scripted. I'm doing air quotes right now around not scripted.
I haven't had sex in 12 years. And, I'm not really trying to jinx it. I just need to be really, really prepared.
What? That's what he wants to prepare? Getting a body wax, Steve Carell style?
Can you tell me before we get started?
Yes.
With how much he was preparing, I was like, he must have something big planned for this first date. So my imagination of what this date was about to be was just running wild. And then you realize, they're just going to a ceramics place on a double date, which is fine for a first date, but what a big buildup. And his date goes fine, like Ed's did. Cesar is sociable, he's getting along with his date, but he also can't not make creepy jokes.
Yeah, well, I had a Japanese sex doll, and I had to wear it for 2 big months.
Dude, Cesar, you're so creepy. She seems into it though, at least on camera. So they make plans for another date to have dinner, just the two of them. So what did he get waxed for exactly? So I was surprised to see updates on both of these creepy classic guys, especially Cesar. I guess he really didn't get those two Ukrainian women over with his whole plan to have a giant bed and get them both pregnant. I said in another video that 90 Day Diaries has been doing this thing where they're setting up, I think, people to return to the show. In this case, we know we won't see Ed, but maybe we will see Cesar. Maybe he'll be back on the single life again. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And also, this is my QR code to my Snapchat. Make sure to follow my public profile. I will be posting often on there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!